All right, next video here is dealing with the crank. So this is what's going to connect to the axle and allow you to hand crank your automata. All right, so what I'm seeing here is a couple of kind of circular feature connected here. I'm going to assume that those are tangent to this circle as well. That little crank has its own diameter. The thickness here is a little bit longer. So it might be a couple extrudes, but besides that, should be pretty straightforward. So let's get into it. All right, next up, we hit a new Part Studio. I'll go ahead and rename that now as 05 crank and start sketching. We'll sketch this one on the top plane, normal to that. And I'm going to start with a couple circles. So I'm seeing circle here, and then along that, I'm going to make sure it lines up to the horizontal like this. Slightly smaller circle on that side. And let's double check the sizing here. We've got a 0.625 diameter on one end, so dimension this side as 0.625. The other side was showing a 5/16 as shown there. So let's bring it here, 5 divided by 16. And the other part that you hopefully notice, it says circular features 1.5 inch on center. So that means the distance between here to here is 1.5. All right, after that, I'm going to just draw a line, and I'm going to draw them kind of intentionally off to the side like this. Again, kind of arbitrary angles. And what I'm going to do is use my constraints to make them tangent. So tangent from here to here, from here to here, and then same for this top line to that circle here to here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and trim the excess edges. So hit that little scissor tool and trim off these edges, something like that. And let me double check here. Yeah, that covers most of it. Actually, at this point, I could also add that square hole for the axle. So let's go ahead and do that now. Save us a step. So again, center point rectangle is what I would suggest. Make sure you center that. Click there. And using our tolerances for the axle, I'm going to do 0.255 and then another 0.255 on this side. Hit the check. All right, back to it here. We've got our sketch ready. So now next step would be in extrusion. So I'm going to hit extrude. Actually, one other thing that I would just kind of suggest, in your sketch, you can also clean up these extra lines. It'll save you some clicks later, and it also ensures you have the right thing selected. So I'm going to actually trim out this portion. This part I might leave because I'm going to ultimately also extrude that out given distance. Okay, so hit the check for now and come back over here. The thickness of it is 0.25. So I'll go extrude this portion, the height of it 0.25. I'll leave it as blind for now. Hit the check. And similarly, I need this portion of the crank where you'll hold on to is 0.75. Come back over here. You might need to unhide the sketch so you can see it again. Extrude, click that face, change that to 0.75 and hit enter. And we've got our crank. All right. Organization wise, come back over here, right click, rename, call that crank. We're good to go.